you have thousands of followers, people DM you every single day, you get thousands of views, but yet your bank account does not reflect that. Listen, if you want to earn money on social media in 2026, it is not about having the most followers, the most views, or selling in your DMs 24/7. That system and mentality is old, and we're throwing it out the door, because you could earn so much money literally in your sleep as a content creator, and you're not tapping into it. So today we're gonna talk about it, okay? Listen, audience size has almost nothing to do with your income. I know content creators that only gets like 1,000 views per video, and they earn multiple 5 figures a month because they have a system. And today I'm gonna show you exactly how that system looks like. If you don't know who I am, my name is Joanna. I build out funnel system info products for creators that earn them multiple 5 figures a month consistently without them having to do any of the work. Also, this video is about to get a little bit technical, so I do have a video linked down below that is a little bit more beginner friendly. But let's get into the sauce. First of all, if you want to make money on social media, you should not rely on brand deals like going viral, because brand deals are inconsistent, okay? Some months are looking amazing, some months are looking really dry, and it's just not a stable way to live. Like, you're not gonna become like a millionaire from it. Sell a product, but not just any product. Info products is the way to make money in 2026. There are so many studies that show that people are actively turning away from like this standard educational system, and they are actively running towards online education. And the best way to sell online education is by having a personal brand, which you have. You're literally sitting on a gold mine. You're not monetizing that to its fullest potential and helping out all of the people who are literally wanting your help. But what is the first step if you want to do this? So you have to do market research first of all, like even if you're already selling something. Because here's the thing, there was these guys on social media, they're called the School of Hard Knocks, 8 million followers. They did not do market research. They launched a program that they had spent so much time and effort on building, and it completely flopped despite their following count. They went back, did the market research, launched, and now they're printing money every single month. Okay, they're doing absolutely amazing. So this is crucial, okay? And there's different ways you can go about doing market research. So just ask your people, ask the people in your DMs, have like story polls. You ask them directly, look at the comments. Like, you can even make a form and have people fill out that form. And the best way I like to do market research as well is a very effective way where you can do market research and earn a lot of money simultaneously is launching a mentorship cohort. So they get basically one-on-ones, but it's like a group one-on-one, so it's like 1 to 10. But you can still charge very high because it's such a small group. It's maximum 10 people that can get onboarded at a high ticket price, so 3K, 5K, 4K, 2K. And you basically help them during maybe like a 4 or 6 week period with 1 to 2 group calls per week, and they get access to your personal number so they can ask you questions whenever they get stuck. And this makes sure that you can have like kind of like one-on-one without hopping on a bunch of one-on-ones. 2 calls a week, you help everyone simultaneously, and you earn a lot of money from it because it's high ticket. And that way you can test your offer without building out a full course and potentially wasting your time in case that offer flops. Test demand, you earn money, you help people, you get testimonials, all simultaneously for when you launch. It's just because testimonials is gonna be the #1 thing as well to have when you sell high ticket prices like that. And if there are several offers that you're like kind of like struggling with, like, okay, which one should I sell? Like, what should my offer be? I have several different transformations I could potentially be providing to my audience. Always pick the one that gives the biggest transformation. For example, if you do drop shipping and you have an account about drop shipping, should I, teach people how to make their first Shopify store with AI, or should I teach people how to make their first 10K a month? Obviously, you're gonna want to pick the one with the biggest transformation, because that is what you can charge the most for. It's what your audience is actually like. It's gonna give the biggest transformation, which means you're giving the most value, which means people are gonna want to follow you more. Like, you get more followers, more views, more sales. You just help people. The more you can help people, the more money you're gonna earn as well, and the more thankful your audience is gonna be for you, literally. Now, I'm very pro high ticket. I think high ticket is one of the best ways, and it's gonna be like the main way you get your biggest revenue from. But I am a huge believer of making an ecosystem. So, for example, if you only have high ticket, there are tons of people in your audience that want the same transformation, but they don't have the money to invest that yet, or maybe they just want to test the waters a little bit first. Maybe they're not sure if they want to buy from you yet. That's where you have a low ticket community where people can join, and this is also good because this makes sure that you get monthly recurring revenue. If you have a subscription based offer where people pay every month to be in your community. Only having a community is also not good, because there are so many people too in your audience who want more one-on-one help, who want more in-depth help, and are willing to invest more money to get that. But if you don't offer that, then they can't, buy that. So you have a high ticket and a low ticket, and they work together. They feed into each other, and they create an ecosystem for you, so you can serve everyone in your audience. Pillar number 2 is having an actual funnel. You only have a text in your bio with like a link to a page, and then they can purchase. You are losing out on so much money. You are, especially if you're selling a high ticket offer and it's just like a page in your bio, and they just straight up can purchase. Like, you're losing out on like 90% of what you could be making. Like, imagine selling something and you could just, if you just had a different funnel, you could be earning 10 times more without needing to work your ass off answering people's questions in their DMs, because all of those questions are already answered in the funnel without you having to do it. Like, it's automatic. So let me get into it. Also, it's just not optimal to sell in your DMs, and all of that can be done automatically. So why not do it automatically, so you can spend your time making content instead and growing your social media. Most creators lose like 80% of their sales, not because people didn't want to buy, but because they had no funnel that followed up with each lead. Like, email and SMS follow-up after someone submits a form can be the difference between a 3K month versus a 30K month. The money is in the follow-up. Okay, the money is in the follow-up. Let's get into the funnel right now. This funnel earns creators multiple 5 figures a month consistently. I am not holding back anything here. Let's dive into this. So this is the funnel, and it starts with here. So I'm gonna show you 2 different funnels depending on if you're selling high ticket or low ticket or both. So let's start with high ticket. So this is high ticket top of funnel. So basically this is what you're selling on the front end. Like, this is where you're leading people to as the main offer. So it's gonna be high ticket. So you have that as an offer. So you have used the flywheel VSL funnel. If you don't know about that funnel, I can link the video down below. You're gonna see a video in my YouTube channel called like flywheel VSL funnel, that are basically letting you make sales in your sleep, and bring you followers, like hundreds of thousands of followers and views and sales simultaneously without losing trust, or like without being like annoying and selling in all of your content. So you remain the trust, you don't cause audience fatigue or anything like that. So if you want to check that out, I have that video on my channel. But you have that funnel, that flywheel VSL funnel, or the flywheel VSL, and then that video leads people to a page with a short shorter VSL. And on that page, make sure you have testimonials, answer questions and everything like that, objection handling, all of that good stuff. And then on the form, you're gonna let people apply. So by filling out an application form, and then you're gonna see if they qualify or not. So if they do get qualified, you prompt them to book a call. Then if they haven't booked a call within 10 minutes, you're gonna text the lead or have a setter text the lead for you. And if they still don't answer within 6 hours, you're gonna text or call them again and get them to book a call. There's different outcomes that can come from the call. So either they don't close, aka they are lost, or they do close, or you need to do a follow-up, or no show, or deposit. So let me go through each one of these. So deposit, this means that they pay you like a deposit fee, so like a $500 fee or something, and then they book the next meeting. And the reason that people might want to do this is because they are fully ready to go, they want to join, but maybe they need to wait another week or so to get the money to be able to invest in the program. So they just pay the money to secure their spot, and then they book the next meeting, and you do a lot of follow-ups until the next meeting. So send case studies, testimonials, results, all of that good stuff, so they can get sold, so you know they don't change their mind and stuff. Like, you want to sell them before the sales call. That is what it's all about. Like, that's how you're gonna increase closing rate, show up rates, all of that. Now if they no show, you schedule a new call via email or text, and then follow up with them with case studies, testimonials, results until that call. So follow up means that they hopped on the call, but for some reason they couldn't make a deposit, and they can't pay the full amount right now, so they just want to get like another week or so to be able to pay. So you schedule a new meeting, same again, follow up with them, and then if they close, you onboard them, and that's the end of that. Now if they don't close, you follow up with them, testimonials and all of that, like automatically, with like you just have a simple like email sequence, follow-up sequence, follow up with them until they decide like, okay, you know what, I'm convinced, like I want to hop on a call, I want to do this, and potentially even downsell them to the low ticket community. So obviously this depends on the situation, but yeah, you can also do that. You send them to a low ticket page with a VSL on that page as well. So if you don't know, a VSL stands for video sales letter. So it's basically a video that sells your service or offer in a video. And how to make a VSL, I have a video on that as well on my channel, because there's a certain way you have to do it if you want to really see a high conversion rate from the video sales letter. So from here, you're gonna see if they converted or not. So if they did not convert, like you didn't sell, you put them into a low ticket email list where you can just send testimonials, all of that value. And if they did convert, you still put them in the low ticket email list, but then you can also have a setter qualify and book a call with them. Basically the setter qualifies their budget and sees if they have the budget and stuff like that, the financial stability to purchase a full course, like full transformation, and then you see if the call booked or not. So if it didn't book, you email them, text them to try to book them if they are qualified and are like if they want the full transformation, of course. And if they do book a call, from here this whole thing happens again, which I just went over. I'm gonna show you the other funnel if you have a low ticket as the front end offer, the top of funnel. So this is if you have the low ticket as like where you're pushing people to primarily. So you're gonna have a landing page with a video sales letter and a button to purchase directly, and you're gonna collect lead information, like contact information, through a pop-up on the page. Then you're gonna check if they did purchase. So if they didn't purchase, you put them in the low ticket email list, and if they did purchase, you also put them in the low ticket email list. But and then you have the setter qualify and try to book a call with them, and this whole thing happens. Now that is the funnel that is making creators multiple 5 figures a month consistently. So let's move on to the last pillar, which is traffic. Organic content is your ad spend, except it's free. Every reel, every YouTube video, every story points people to your funnel. But most creators post without a call to action. And listen, the call to action does not always have to be like, oh, buy this or buy my program. In fact, it shouldn't be. Your call to action should always be pointing people to your VSL, your video sales letter. It can also be, if you want this freebie, comment this word, and then you have a ManyChat automation contacting all of those people, sending them the freebie, as well as redirecting them to the video sales letter so they can convert into this funnel that I just showed you. A second thing that is good to be aware of is knowing where your buyers actually are. Let's take YouTube for example. YouTube is one of the best platforms if you want to earn money on social media, because with like info products, because the people that are on YouTube are there with high intent, like they're actively learning if they have stumbled across your video. TikTok and Instagram scrollers are more dopamine surfing. They might like your content, but they're not like necessarily like wanting to buy. More on Instagram, I would say the quality of the viewers are better because they're more engaged with you specifically. But on TikTok, it's more like instant purchases, it's more like cheap products, not really like high ticket. Like, to put it simply, we have YouTube at the top, Instagram, and then TikTok in terms of selling high ticket info products on social media. All of them work, but that's just like, if you want to look at, it's just good to understand what type of buyers are on which platform. But don't get me wrong, like TikTok and Instagram are still good to get leads, especially TikTok lives. Like if you have TikTok lives like 2 times a week, you are getting so many leads from there. You just funnel them to your Instagram or especially YouTube, and from there they convert to the whole funnel that I showed you. Now I am going to make a video exactly on how to structure your content and everything, like a full content strategy for selling online, because it's not just about making content. Like you have to know you have to know what you're actually doing, like what content you need to have in order to maximize the amount of sales you get and everything like that. So I'm gonna make a video on that as well, so do stay tuned for it. Also, super quickly, what you can do is you can actually use ManyChat to build your email list. So a really good thing you can do is have like a freebie, so like a PDF that people can get for free, that complements your full offer, and you have like a video and or in your bio like comment this word and I will send the freebie, like the PDF, over to you. And then you have the ManyChat automation ask for their email, and then they're gonna type their email directly in the chat, and the ManyChat is gonna store their email, so you now have an email list straight from the DMs, like just like that, super easy, and it works like a charm. So really try that out as well to build your email list. So your audience is not the problem, okay? Your system is. The creators making multiple 5 figures a month or even 6-7 figures a month consistently aren't smarter than you. They just have an offer, a funnel, and a content strategy that's all work together. That's the 3 pillars you need in order to make money online with social media. Also, as I said in the beginning of the video, I build out these exact systems for content creators. I have a video linked below, and in the description of that video there's a form that you can fill out, and me or someone from my team will reach out to you if you qualify, and we will see if we can book a call where you get to know us better, we get to know you better, and we can see if it's a good fit to work with each other. The fact that you're on this call shows that you're someone who wants to take things to the next level, and that I do want to applaud you for, because a lot of people won't have a lot of goals, but not a lot of people are actually like taking action on those goals, and are willing to bet on themselves. So yeah, really take some time to acknowledge that you are going to reach all of the goals that you have set out for yourself, and I'm rooting for you. And yeah, that's about everything I have for this video, and yeah, I will catch you in the next one.